This pen has a puzzle in it. Because generally, when I'm in a situation which I need to use a pen, I am in want of more things to fight for my attention. Oh, are you going to do some work, Lauren? Let me help you with that. Or how about you do this puzzle for hours? You're welcome. I was in a lecture the other day. You know what it was about? Neither do I. The worst thing about it is I was given this pen at O Week, a week designed specifically for new students to university. It's like they're trying to trip you up before you've even begun. I think they're trying to weed out the weak students so they don't have to mark half-assed last-minute assignments later in the term. Joke's on them, I handed up all my half-assed assignments already. Speaking of university, in an unrelated matter, I had an existential crisis recently, which basically means I've now decided to quit uni. Don't get me wrong, a university education is invaluable. It taught me things like the word existential and how invaluable doesn't mean the opposite of the word valuable. So what's that, like 2 things? Let me take you through my thought process in deciding this. I imagined what it would be like once I had that piece of paper as evidence of me knowing things. So I thought, me holding it, I would say, yay! And then I would get a picture of myself flipping off the university, because that's hilarious. And then I'd say a warm, heartfelt goodbye to the people I'd gotten closest to, aka the library staff. And then I'd get a job in a cafe or a bookstore. Save up money, move to London, and find another job in a cafe or a bookstore. And that was it. That was what made me decide. Because as soon as I realised how low my ambitions for my life actually are, all of a sudden the stress and panic attacks of assignments just aren't doing it for me. I do actually want to do something more worthy with my time, and if I say it, you have to promise not to judge me. I want to try the whole being a writer thing. I know how pretentious that sounds, but don't worry, I am filled with self-doubt and almost 100% certain that I don't have what it takes. But Lauren, why can't you be a writer and study at the same time? I hear you ask quite rudely. Well, you know how when your mum asks you to do the dishes and you say that you don't have the energy to, and then later on your friends invite you out and you ask your mum to go and then she makes that face? Well, my university work has the same face and it haunts me every time I go to write or read something non-uni related. See, there is rarely a time at uni that I don't have something overdue. And so if I have the energy to do things, shouldn't I be working on that thing and not on my novel? And why are you reading that book when you could be reading about French grammar instead? This shame doesn't actually work to motivate me to complete assignments, but it's enough to make me stop whatever I'm doing. So this is the first thing I've actually done for months. Most people would do the dishes and then go out. Finish the proper thing first that, you know, will set you up for life and all of that stuff. But I want to go out, and I want to go out now. And the dishes will still be there in several years, if the other things don't work out. So given that I won't be studying anymore, I probably should use up all my vlog material that is study related. Isn't procrastination the worst? Okay, that's done. Now I have ample amounts of free time, you can expect great things from me. Because it's not that I haven't had any ideas at uni, I've just not been able to give them the love and attention that their genius requires of them. It's been really hard to have such great ideas and not being able to do anything about them. I've got things like breakfast cereal reviews, or interview with my imaginary friend, or crying into the camera for 3 minutes with no dialogue. And I just hate that the public has to miss out on these things. Thank you for watching.